Happy Thursday. Is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. Okay. Your collective message for today. It's really short, but it is in pieces, kind of like it was on yesterday. Welcome. So, some of you are in a situation of freedom or escape, release. I feel like you've turned the page or a chapter in your life. You've gotten to a particular space where you know who the characters are around you. You've eliminated people in your life who kind of are not in alignment with where you're going. And spiritually, you are doing very well. However, I think that the group of people I'm talking to actually began their awakening, maybe even went through their dark night of the soul during the pandemic. So their interaction with others has been limited. But now that you are reconvening to some semblance of the life that you had before, you are being tested. The spiritual work that you've done, the advancements that you've made, the ascension that you've taken on is now being tested by people you know and people you don't. It's much easier to be a spiritual being tight and ready to take on the world when you are not having to interact with people on a day-to-day basis like you were before. But now that's changing. You're being sent back out into the world. You're spending longer periods of time with people who have not done the same work. This is your testing time. This is like your test field. I think that this is really important because some of you are faced with, how do I now respond to people who approach me like they did before I came into these knowings, before I was able to clear my mind and see folks in a loving space, to see myself from a loving space. Now, how do I interact? How do I set boundaries and put people in their place without being mean or rude or reversing the work that I've done, right? For those of you who are having this problem, because I feel like there's one energy who you are finding it really hard to keep a tight lip with, right? You're finding it really hard to not say the things that you could say, that you used to say, to let people know where your boundaries are and to get them up out your face, right? So there's a balancing act you're doing, and there's also some form of humbling you're learning. It's hard. I think it's really hard for those of you who are facing this. When it came up in the collective message meditation, I saw you learning how to use your silence and your eyes to respond to people who think that they can tell you what to do. People who believe they have had more experiences than you, and in some way they are your leader. Be that true or not, I feel like these people I'm speaking to are not interested in being led anymore. Maybe at one time that was okay for them. Maybe it was okay for someone else to take the lead, but that is no longer their story. And now they're coming to grips with how to show people that is no longer their story in the kindest, gentlest, most loving way. And it's hard. I feel like a few of you are going to be faced with a moment of confrontation, and how you handle this will really impact you for quite a bit of time moving forward. It's important that you listen. Just hear what is being said to you without response. Do not respond even when someone says something that's absolutely ridiculous in their onslaught towards you, because I feel like this may be a verbal jab or several verbal jabs towards you, if this has not happened already. It's important for you to remain quiet, observant, and listen to what's being said. Also, pay attention to these people and their body language. Pay attention to their animation, how they move their hands and their heads, and what are they really saying? Are they telling you they're hurt? Are they telling you that leading makes them feel important? Are they telling you that they feel less than because of something else going on around them? Oftentimes in arguments, people are not saying the thing, the very base of the thing that is the problem. And normally it's fear of some nature. In your spiritual walk, it's important for you to listen and observe. One of the best bits of advice I can give you here is to allow them the space to speak. And when they are done, allow yourself the grace to decipher what was said without response, and then to remove yourself from their evaluation, because it's never really about you unless you directly hurt somebody. You walked up to someone, you slapped them in the face, expect an onslaught. But if someone is coming at you based on the way you do things versus how they do something, if they're coming at you based on your thinking versus their thinking, remove yourself from the equation and listen to what they're saying. They would be having this conversation with anyone else. And often the idea is, be like me. Your difference scares me. When a child is scared, we don't yell at them. We don't spank them. We comfort them. I feel like many of you are being faced with people who are going to push your buttons. They're going to challenge you. When in reality, all they really need is the grace and space to be comforted and heard, observed, and loved. And it's hard to do when folks are jumping out of their bodies, especially when they think that they can tell you what to do. Silence is so beautiful, so desperately powerful. And it's hard to get around, because if I don't give you energy back and I only give you my silence, you have nothing to eat. There's another group of you I feel like you're strongly battling a very common form of spell work, and that is the tongue. I feel like some of you are using the tongue to inflict spells on people, and others of you are sitting around accepting the inflictions of others' tongues on your life, and therefore you are within their power and control. Understand how powerful the tongue is. Growing up, many of us heard the phrase, think before you speak. It's such an empowering lesson, such an important lesson. It's such an important instruction. It's important that we speak from the affirmative and not the negative. I feel like there is gossip really overturning some of your lives. I mean, overturning your shit. You are trying to fight against the gossip and do things opposite of what's being said about you, and call this person and tell them, I heard you said that. And at the end of the day, none of it is necessary. It doesn't matter. As long as you have protection on you, as long as you are in a place where no hurt, harm, danger, attack, confusion, or dishonesty can come your way, it doesn't matter what the people around you say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they make up. It doesn't matter that they're coming for your livelihood or your persona. Because if you understood your own power, you'd understand that their power is only as big as you allow. It's so important to do protection prayers, y'all. Like, it's important to do protection prayers. It's important, when you're getting dressed in the morning, you putting on your lotion, you imagining your lotion as a shield. Your whatever you put on your skin, imagine that as a shield. As you putting it on, just say, I am protected for anything that comes towards me, including people's gossips. Allowing the tongue to run rampant with no boundaries, with no rules, with no intention is dangerous. But I feel like gossip is a huge deal here. I feel like control and gossip are challenging the collective who's trying to ascend out of where they've been to something new and different. I read a meme one day that said, once you've had a taste of peace, you'll get rid of anything that comes in to take that away, that impedes on that peace. Oftentimes, that is really the opinion of others. The opinions of others will tear in our peace. And it often shows up in the form of what people think of us, what people are saying about us behind our backs, what they're saying to people we love or to those we admire. And sometimes, it shows up in the way we think we look in a community or group. I don't want to look small. I don't want to look like somebody's telling me what to do. I want to be the leader. I want to be the chief. I don't want to look like the Indian. I'm too old for that. I'm too grown for that. I've had too much experience. When you are in a state of peace, you look like peace. And anything outside of peace that comes towards you looks like a fool. But if you're caught in your ego, you never see that. And the visualization for this gossip that I saw, I have to be very specific and tell you what I saw. I feel like this is a friendship group. I feel like this is a group of friends, maybe 4 or 5 of you. And one of you has recently been being blessed, or you've gotten some sort of advancement. I don't know if this is a relationship that you've gotten into that's really, really good for you, that makes you feel different, vibrant, alive. And it's causing other people to feel left out of your happiness. Even if this is a job that you've gotten, I feel like there's a group of friends and one person is really happy. 2 people could care less, but one person here is really unhappy about that. And another person here is kind of on your team. But you feel all this heavy energy and you realize that when you are not around, 3 of these people, your friends that you trust, who know things about you other people don't know, they're having negative conversations about you and your happiness. It seems almost weird that people are a lot more comfortable with you being uncomfortable than they are with you being in your purpose, on your path, happy. It's amazing, disheartening for you to come into alignment with the fact that your friends feel much better when you're struggling. People who you thought were your friends, or even your family, this could be a family group, that they feel a lot better watching you struggle, watching you always be beneath them in some sort of way. But your story is changing. Your story is changing. Your love for them hasn't, though. And that is probably the painful part. These people don't want to see you have it all. You can have this or that, but they want to watch you struggle in some way. They need to see the drama in your life in some way. And that's being erased. It's going away. And it makes them mad. It makes them unhappy. They don't think you deserve, not you. You don't deserve it. They deserve it, but you don't deserve it. And why don't you deserve it? Can they tell you why you don't deserve it? No. It's just hard to watch someone next to you, close to you, rise immensely because they've done their work when you haven't. It hurts terribly to know that people you love don't love you back in the same way. People who you cherish and honor and you put on a pedestal. People who you'd give the shirt off your back to. These friends of yours, co-workers, family members, whatever this may be a group. It's painful that your feelings haven't changed, but you are recognizing theirs. Spirit just said you're taking off the rose-colored glasses and you're seeing people clearly in your loving space. This realization is going to cause a terrible separation. A terrible separation. One where I don't think you, collective, will be negatively impacted, but you will, in fact, feel the pain of knowing that these people never saw you the way you saw yourself. And they never expected you to win in the way you designed for yourself. That part is going to be painful. Such as growth. However, what is important for you to keep in mind is to not allow their words to seep into your spirit. Words are spells. That's why you have to watch the music you listen to. That's why you have to watch the way you speak. You have to watch the way people speak over you. Give their words no power. Allow them to bounce off your lotion and hit the floor. Gossip is a terrible, ugly thing, and some of you are about to learn just how ugly it's been behind your back. And I don't believe that this is something you're looking for. I believe it's going to be brought to you. It's going to be laid at your feet. Some things are going to happen in your life. Some sort of expansion or unfolding is going to happen. And it's going to happen in front of the people who have secretly gossiped about you behind your back. The folks that they've talked to about you are also going to watch this thing unfold, this thing happen, burst out of your life. And then they're going to start to question the gossipers. They're going to start looking back at the gossipers and thinking, I wonder if what you were saying about them was actually true or if you were just jealous. So someone's gossip is going to turn in on them. It's going to backfire. This is another reason it's important that you not let this seep into your spirit. Spirit just said right now, you are also going to be faced with a lot more of this gossip. I feel like whatever is coming for you, if this is a promotion at work, if this is some sort of high-ranking position within your family, I don't know what this is that you're taking. It's got to be something related to. I don't know if this is within a family, because I feel like whatever this is, it's some sort of level up. When it happens, wow, people are going to say that you did something to make that happen, that you did not earn it. They're going to say maybe you slept around with whoever leadership is. They might say that you did maybe magic to make it happen. They are going to come up with a laundry list of possibilities, because they will not be able to reason with themselves why this is happening to you versus them or anyone else. It's like it could be anybody else, just not you. Not you. Anybody else. I mean, if this is within a family, they would much rather watch one of their friends rise than someone who shares their DNA, someone close enough to them like that. And at the end of the day, the basis of all of this is pure envy, jealousy, nothing else. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to leave this alone, because I feel like I'm being repetitive. Prepare yourself for this. Prepare your life for this. When these bones come falling out of the closet of who said what and when and to whom, and you're going to realize you've missed out on opportunities. You're going to realize that you've missed out on love relationships. You're going to realize you've missed out on genuine friendships, because people have been fed a narrative about you that wasn't true. Now, I also want you to know on the back end, any opportunity you missed was not for you. Any opportunity, friendship, love relationship you didn't get to have, it wasn't meant for you. But just know that these things were coming to you and they were stopped. I feel strongly that someone here had a work opportunity that was snatched away from them before they even knew they had it, based on gossip of someone who came between you and a possibility. I also believe that when this opportunity presented itself for you, you were in a state of needing it. And someone very close to you who wanted to kind of control the outcome of your life and environment definitely got in the way of that. But you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn that someone's tongue has been inflicted against you, and it has spread to many people. But it's okay, because it's your time now. It's okay. It's your time now. All the words that have been spoken, they'll all be rounded up in a cyclone. They'll all be rounded up, and they'll be spit back out at the person that sent that nastiness towards you. All of them. For some of you, they're more than one. For some of you, there's several. Gosh, how powerful of a being that you are, that people are striking down your opportunities that you don't even realize you have, all in a means to control your life. Yesterday, I made a statement about, what if Jesus walked around slumped over saying,
I'm just a carpenter. I hate getting up every day to build houses. Why couldn't I have been a doctor? Why couldn't I have been a politician? I hate my job. I'm just Jesus.
And everybody else is like, you Jesus. Imagine Jesus depressed.
I ain't getting out of bed today because nobody likes me to gossip about me, to talk nasty about me. Everybody hate me. They want to nail me to the cross. I might as well just jump off this balcony.
You Jesus. Now, imagine being in that state as Jesus and somebody else knowing who you are and how powerful you are. Maybe they have a vision of the future and they know where you're going. And they're like, yo, this don't know who they are. They over here depressed, sad. But I know they Jesus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, I'm going to give them a little something, I'm going to make them a little happy. But I'm going to make sure that they're under my control. Imagine somebody having control of Jesus, mental, his psyche, his spiritual life. So imagine Jesus handing somebody else over his life to control it. Imagine being Jesus and not knowing your power so much, being so afraid of what people have to say about the way they see you that you hand your power over to somebody else because they say nice things to me. They bought me a nice car. They gave me a house. So, I feel better. Somebody likes me. And so I'll let them talk shit about me and talk down on me and not treat me well because clearly they love me. And I was depressed when they found me. Nigga, you Jesus. It's time for you to stand up in your power, people. Collective. See who you are. They said that Jesus was God's son. They also said you are God's daughter, God's son. You're standing around here depressed, giving your power away, worried about gossip, worried about the way people see you. I don't have a pedicure, I can't go out today. Imagine Jesus walking all of them miles, y'all. Feet blistering, bloody. But when he showed up to heal, baby, there was lines around corners. You don't give a fuck about your pedicure. We here for that work you here to do for all of us. So if you're depressed and in your shit, we can get what you come here to do for us. If somebody is gossiping down on you and they know you Jesus, and I can keep Jesus under my foot because he don't know who he is. And as long as he don't know who he is, then I can stand as the man. What if Judas had his foot on Jesus' neck the whole time? And Judas is who we thought would be the king, the leader, God's son, the chosen one. What if Jesus walked around and I know Judas is going to betray me, deny me, lie on me. So I'm going to just run on away from here and just let Judas have the space. No, Jesus stood in his shit. I know what you going to do, nigga. I still love you, nigga. I'm still going to stand it because I'm Jesus. And that's what I'm telling you about this gossip. That's what I'm telling you about the power of the tongue. That's what I'm telling you about your spirituality. Understand that every time you roll out and you become new, there is something to come your way and slow you down because you're God's representative. You show up here to represent God, and some folks don't want that. You know who you are. You know there's nothing greater than the power set within you. You chose to be here. You made it through millions of sperm to make it out in this motherfucker and show up. Show the fuck up then. When this information comes to you, it's gonna break you. But think about everybody who denied Jesus after he healed all these people. They stood around and watched him be killed. They stood around and watched it. He healed people. He changed lives. Come on, y'all. Your power is not diminished because somebody speaks negative on it. You are who you are because that's who you were born to be. And no matter what anybody thinks of you, you're still down here to do work that we're all waiting for. So let nothing that you've put in place be diminished. Let no word that comes out of someone's mouth, including your own, diminish you to them. That's your collective message for today. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my Dr. L.I. He writes out all my scriptions. All right. So for those of you that it's morning, good morning. For those of you that it's afternoon, good afternoon. And to those of you where it is the evening, good night, good evening, welcome. If you have a question you want to ask the psychic, click the link in the description box. Come on in the room. I love when you donate to the channel. Feel free to donate via Cash App, Energy Pathfinder, Auntie Thick. Also, I love your likes. I love it when you share me. And I love that you subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to AuntieThick.com, you know that I often offer free services to my subscribers. So get yourself prepared for that. Make sure you go over to the website, and I am open for personal readings at AuntieThick.com. Also, to my regulars, I have updated the schedule and adjusted it for my new location. And we are going to set these lives across the board. So they will be whatever time you're saying it right now. It will happen at this time, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Okay. So we all on the same page. Welcome. Hello, Miss Yvonne. Welcome, Miss Pinky Lee. Thank you very much for being the moderator and taking care of everyone here. Mr. L, I'm very happy to see you as usual. Welcome, welcome. Come on in the room. If you have questions you want to ask, you know I'm more than willing to answer your questions. What do we have going on today? All these Jesus. Auntie, I'm at my new job, nightly shift as in a hotel as a night porter. Okay, Mr. L. Well, enjoy, have a great time. We're happy that you're working. Don't get in trouble. Joe's Natural Oasis, good evening. You all tell me where you are in the world too. The reason I ask is because one of the ladies here dropped off some laundry to me yesterday. One of the locals, and she called me Auntie Thick. Now, I'm not in this hotel under that name, and I'm not sure how she knew that was my name, but she did. She called me Auntie Thick. So tell me where you're checking in from. If you are watching the live video right now, what part of the world you're in. I am in, where am I? I'm in Indonesia. I know quite a few. I know a couple of you all are in Chicago. I know we have London here. Like where is everyone? I love that we can be all over the world and meet up in this little box during this little time and have like really deep, sincere conversations. To all my little Jesuses out here. Y'all Jesus. Y'all Jesus. Y'all Jesus. I get depressed. I don't want to know if he cheating on me. You Jesus. Yes. Pennsylvania. All right, East Coast. St. Louis, the Midwest. So I know we're on East Coast time. Florida, Central Florida, so East Coast time. Midwest, Chicago, Midwest. Where else are you all from? J Energy, Checking Energy. I know you are in the NYC. Hey, sweetie. Welcome. Any questions? If you guys have questions you want to ask, come on in the room. Let's politic. Let's talk. Let's talk about your power. Let's talk about your power and this gossip. Let's talk about every time you grow, people standing on the outskirts or on the sidelines talking shit about you. It's kind of funny. I remember years ago, my brother was deciding to go into the music industry, right? The rap career. He's a pretty good rapper. And I remember he would do all these local shows. And one time he said something to me. He was like, you know, people don't really respect you until you step away from your hometown. And other people out Detroit. Hey, Tanika Beard. Gosh, I miss Detroit. Miss Detroit. One of my favorite stores is in Detroit too. Um, anyway, but he had said once. He said, you know, people don't really respect you until you leave your home and you go get validation outside, and then the people back at home will look at you and be like, yeah, we always knew you'd make it. When they wouldn't come to your shows, they would invite you to be on stage with them, but then you go get this outside validation and you come back and all of a sudden, oh, we always knew you would have won. Now you shitted on me when I was trying to come up. And I remember he said that, and I started to pay attention to artists, and an artist who everybody knows, had once told me. He said it's one thing to be accepted by the people you. Peace and blessings, Miss Bridget. Peace and blessings, Miss Gary. He said to me, it's one thing to be accepted by the people you know, when your hometown, your city looks at you and they like, yeah, that's the one, you know, from 79th Street, or that's the one from the West Side. I remember when. He said, however, it's the people who don't know you, the people who have never seen you before. It's those people who will put you on. And that's from who is now a billionaire, by the way. That's from a very famous artist who a lot of us know. Mostly everybody in the world knows. He said that to me. He said that it's people you don't know who will put you on. And yeah, I strongly believe that to be true. So don't worry about the gossip of the people who know you. It's the people who don't know you who can see you clearly. They don't see all your flaws and mistakes or see you as regular. You know, because sometimes you have to jump on the bus in the city that you live in. Some people think you're amazing, and that's because they can see the gift that you bring them. But we have a situation revealed with Yvonne. All right, I look forward to it. I'm going to hit this bowl. Let's bring Ivana in the room. I so want to read for y'all today. Let's get this. My ancestors, let me show y'all the ancestors sitting on the couch. Let's see if I can turn them around. Y'all see I got them set up on the couch over here? Can y'all see them? So they're sitting around, and I'm telling y'all, I feel like, I just got big nostrils. I don't have a big booger in my nose. It just looked like it though. But girl, clean your nose. I just got big nostrils. So I'm gonna hit this bowl. Let's bring Ivana in the room. I'm so looking forward to reading for you. Thank you. My grandmother just said something so funny to me. I'm not even gonna repeat it. She loves me to death. Well, all I'm gonna say is my ancestors love me to death. They love me. All right. Hey, Miss Yvonne, what am I looking into for you today?
I have a question. I know you look into the future, but it's something about the past with me that I need to find some kind of information about. Because I almost drowned when I was little. And I just recently found out that someone tried to kidnap me as a baby. So
Ooh,
so I'm trying to figure out is what's up with all of that, all of the different things that I went through as a child. Was that the reason why my guardian decided that I needed to be, covered, consistently?
honestly, what I get back for some reason, it's not about you. It's more about the parents. It's more about mom. I'm not dad. It's something related to mom that caused this sort of karma to show up on her children.
Mm.
This isn't about you. You are a reflection of something else that has happened here. that was about mom and mom feeling some desperate pressure, pain, sadness, fear. This is about her. This isn't about you.
Because she was present when I was almost kidnapped, but and
He
I'm
was present there.
yeah, she was there.
Yeah, it's about her. It's not about. It's not about dad. It's about mom. It's about mom, and it's karmic. It's almost like I'm not about to do a past life reading, but I will tell you this. Maybe in a previous life, mom was responsible for something terrible towards children, um, some sort of.
Told that it was an auntie. It wasn't really my mom, but it was an auntie on my mom's side that
Okay,
did something terrible to children, and it's a
yes,
karmic thing that's coming from there.
yes, but I feel like this is a past life. I don't feel like this took place in this lifetime. I feel like this is a
Yeah,
past life.
they said it was a past life,
Yes,
but
and whatever is happening here, I feel like your mom had to feel some form of that in this lifetime by her child almost being taken away, snatched away, or something like that. It was about her, not about you.
even when I was when some because actually I was actually little, like a toddler, when was something that I thought was my dad called me to jump into a pool, and I literally was that a part of it too. I literally touched the ground of the pool, and something actually grabbed my hand and pulled me back up.
They keep saying, "Mom, mom, mom."
Wow. Yep.
Nothing was ever going to happen to you, but these things had to get close enough for her heart to like pound out of her. These are lessons for your mother.
Wow.
This
And
is
it had to
this.
be me.
Yes. You know what? I don't know if it had to be you in particular, but were you the firstborn?
No, my older sister is the firstborn, but she was raised by my grandmother, so I was the second born, but with my dad, firstborn.
Okay, because I feel like the only reason I say that is because I feel like I kind of get like a firstborn. It had to happen, to the first child, and then I'm going to say responsibility within her responsibility. Either way it goes, she had to have these experiences. You were just, the thing to use for it to, if she never had children and the only thing she ever had was dogs and she just loved her dogs, it would have happened then. She needed to feel some sort of pressure, pain, sadness, fear of losing this life.
Wow.
I strongly feel like you also come from a long line of,
Fears.
yeah.
Yeah. We all have a mark. It's under our eye. It's like a even my
Yeah,
kids have it.
very mystical women, but all women, and not all of them work for the light. Not all of them
Oh,
in
I
the
know.
light.
I know my auntie was one of them that did not work for the light.
Yeah,
She
but a
was
long line of them. Like I don't even know how this, because I see it on both sides of your family. Actually,
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I'm gonna use the word cesspool. And I'm going to say that I feel like anybody who didn't know who your people were when they came towards you got themselves wrapped up in things that they could never imagine. I would hate for a tourist to come to the town and meet one of your family members in one of these lifetimes
Hmm.
and engage because they wouldn't know what they were walking into. And God forbid they meet the wrong one. Because I see a lot happening here, like a long list of all types of people going on here.
Yeah, I have a lot of well, all of us have it. All of us have it.
Okay.
even my kids.
Okay. Usually if there's somebody in the family who's openly gifted, other people are too. They're just not as open with it. In my family, my father is really gifted. He's heavily gifted too, but he doesn't use his gift in the same way. Um, and I think that at least one of my brothers is very gifted too.
Because my mother always tell me she would have stayed in my grandmother's womb a little bit, she would have been a witch. She always says that because she has visions as well.
Okay.
She's a seer, and I can't keep any secrets from her. She knows
Right.
before I even
Right.
open my mouth.
Right. Yeah, powerful family you come from, but that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, past life karma for mom.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. It was a gift and a blessing. I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye now. Wow, that was beautiful to learn. That was beautiful to know. Okay, y'all, what else we got going on? I'm telling y'all, we shutting this live down in 1 hour. We're gonna be consistent and diligent about that. Okay, control 1 hour, and this thing gets shut down. So make sure we don't get any readings past 55 after. Okay. Okay, if you have a question, y'all come on in the room, click the link in the description box, and you can ask your question. If you want to ask a question off camera, you can do that. That's not a problem. Just make sure you send $20 to Cash App. Come, click the link in the description box. Do not turn on your camera. You can come into the room and still ask the question without being on camera. However, I am trying to do 365 readings before the year is out. For you to be a part of that project, I need you on camera. Yeah, I need you on camera. Also, you guys, I'm not even gonna say it yet. I'm gonna wait. But there's some new content that'll be developing very soon. Being in quarantine for the last like 3 days has been really, really, really good. It's been really good. The mind is just doing its thing and getting to sit out on the patio and watching the city move around me. And being forced to sit still it's a beautiful spiritual experience, you know. But yeah, so some new content is coming out after I get settled into the new place. What else? What we got going on? For some reason, Tanika Beard, when I see your name, I just feel like I think we're family. I think Tanika, is your mother's name Tamika? I just feel like I need to ask you that. Is your mother's name Tamika? Tanika, is your mother's name Tamika? Queen T is coming in the room. Let's get her ready, because I'm excited to read for y'all today. If you have questions, come on in the room, you guys, because I am shutting this down at 1 hour on the dot. Okay. I want to get some reading in today and some rest. Okay. For a personal reading, of course, you can go to auntiethick.com, register on auntiethick.com, and subscribe to the channel. If you're coming in and you're watching me silently, you're not commenting. I know a lot of you all are doing that. Subscribe to the channel. I deserve your subscribe. Okay? I deserve your likes, and I deserve your shares. Yeah, and you deserve the same. So, you know, do it. Do it now. You know what? I think I sang that yesterday too, and that was an inappropriate song to sing. So I'm not going to sing that. Are we ready for Queen T yet? No, we're still working on it. I'm going to hit the bowl while y'all get prepared. All right. Happy Thursday, Miss Queen
Happy
T. What am I
Thursday.
looking for you today?
I wanted to know what healing gifts I had.
What kind of gifts?
Healing gifts.
Tongue, messenger, words, speaking. I feel like you motivate people or you give people hope. I don't know why I just felt like prayer. Also, I feel like something with your hands, your touch. Okay, Queen C, do you ever give massages? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you I feel so bashful. Do you give massages? How great are you
Oh,
at
I do.
massage?
I do sometimes. Yes. I'm not like a
Okay, because
massage
I feel
therapist or anything.
okay. I feel like something about your touch and your conversation at the same time provides healing. Um, yeah, they are fucking. They are. um, Sometimes I wish y'all could see what I see, and I know if I explained it, y'all would be like, "This lady is really crazy." But I feel like something about you is very sensual. It's also very loving, and I feel funny. Like what they keep showing me is I can't do it myself. I refuse to do what they're doing, but I could only show you by moving my body in a particular way. But I feel like something about you, I'm going to tell you that your healing abilities may be in your sexuality in some way. I feel like people who you engage with, also you need to be very careful here as well, because I feel like something about people who you engage with intimately have a way of pulling your energy, well, everybody does. Let me be very clear about that. If we're intercoursing with each other, be it in conversation or in sex, we're exchanging energy, but we're also taking in and holding on to energy if we're not purposefully releasing. However, some of us are a lot stronger in some areas than others, a lot more powerful in our exchange of energy than others. I feel like for you, it's sensual. It's sensual, but there is power in the tongue. But if you talk as you make love, I feel like there's a power of control that you can take over someone's body and completely. I only know of one other person like this who can heal in this way, but your healing abilities may very well come from the power of. See, I thought it was massage, but then they started revealing to me like, sure, you could call that massage if you want. So it's your. If you make love and talk at the same time, it's almost like spell work. That's where your power lies. I cannot with what the I can't, yeah, so okay. That's your reading.
Thank you, Auntie.
Some of us are so interesting. Oh my God. What's beautiful is that none of us are the same. Like we all come here with these gifts, but it's not like everybody's just going to be a psychic or everyone's just going to be, it all plays out in such unique and beautiful ways. And, you might have this healing ability, but you may only make love to, let's just say, 5 people in your whole life. You know what I mean? But those 5 people are very specifically sent to you for this connection that you will have for them. And I just feel like you're very powerful with your tongue just outside of sex. But if you include the intercourse with the tongue, you can like change someone's life. So if you haven't been talking during those intimate moments, start.
Yeah, I know it's probably TMI. I used to do that, but I stopped doing it because people used to kind of turn out
Go crazy.
crazy.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, I could literally see like you giving this massage and someone not being able to leave. Like I'm attaching myself. Like I'm the energy is like I'm never leaving. I'm but they don't know what it is. But it's something that they cannot duplicate. You know. And somebody might be like, "Oh, she's the best I ever had. Her sex is the bomb," but they don't really know that it's not just it's an energy force, you know. But if you're human and you just a regular old human, you just think it's good cooch. You know what I'm saying? Good chicken.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's,
that's true.
okay. Moving on.
Thank you, Auntie.
Hello, for you today. That's a gift and a blessing. Please go away. Okay. Y'all are too much. Y'all are. Let me burn something. let me let me burn something. Y'all if y'all saw what my spirit guides were doing with their bodies, I can't. Okay, we got one more person. We got two people on here. Okay, two people. Is Mr. L actually getting a reading? Is he coming into the room? Mr. L, let me hit the ball. Bring him on in. Okay. Look at him looking good, y'all. Hold on. Look at You know we've only seen you in the bedroom or in the studio. You looking like $1,000,000, brother. You looking good. Okay, let me hit the ball. All right. Okay, Mr. L, the newly employed. I'm so good to see you.
I
How are you
know.
today?
I'm good. I'm just at my new job. I started my night porter role, night shift. So yeah, I'm just here. I'm excited. And yeah,
We are all excited for you. We're happy that you're in this new place. You know
thank
how
you.
it was for you to get this position. Am I going to answer a question for you today?
Yes, I just wanted to ask really about my music and going forward with it. Like just yeah, like how it will go really. Because I kind of obviously my financial situation, I kind of just put a little pause to it, but now I'm back at work. I should be getting back on track.
Yeah, I want you to give yourself a full 2 months before you invest back in this hardcore like you may have
Yeah,
done in the past.
yeah,
Then you're going to move back into this. Now, I do see something about like little local shows or I don't know if I don't know how this works, but I kind of see you giving someone money to like get on stage or perform. But I also feel like it's an open mic. I don't know what this is, but I feel like
yeah,
you're doing a lot
yeah,
because I see the working, but then I see the studio time. I see the
yeah.
very little sleep here. Okay,
It's a lot.
yeah, there's a lot, but this is going to go. This is going to go moderately well for you. I think that once something happens and you're able to put a little more steam behind your music, it will grow more. But because you have so much going on, I think that you're going to feel like something is in the way.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's okay.
Mm,
I'm sorry, excuse me. That's okay. Now, I do see two other people here with you, two other masculine energies. In some sort of way, they're going to help this process for you. I don't know if they are, I don't know if this is like an engineer or if this.
Auntie, one's an engineer and one's a beat maker. You got it right.
Okay, because I see them working alongside of you, but I see them working for you when you're not there. Maybe
Yeah.
working on something for you when you're not there. So something falls into line for you where it's like they do some work and then you show up, you do what you have to do so that you can keep moving in alignment with things. But I feel like things will fall into place for you.
Perfect.
Very
Yeah.
well, but give yourself a little bit of time to kind of gain your balance, understand, what you can and can't do. Because I feel like sleep is going to be a huge deal for
Yeah.
you to negotiate with yourself.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
Take my time.
Congratulations, by the way. This is an awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, things look really good for you. Also, if you have an opportunity, I don't know what this is about putting money on a car. I'm gonna highly suggest you not do that.
Oh, wow. I was just about to get a new car as well.
Yeah, I think that you need to hold off on this new car thing. You need to give yourself about 4 to 6 months before you do the new car thing. And I'm going to tell you that if you are going to be serious about your career, there needs to be money just put to the side for that. If you're doing the car, the job, that you're going to be working to pay for the car. And I want you to just hold off. Just give yourself some time. I know that you're working. You want to make things convenient. Give yourself some time with that vehicle. Wait.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you, Auntie.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today. It was a gift.
Thank you.
Keep us posted. I look forward to talking to you soon. Okay.
I will. Love and light, Auntie.
Same to you. Bye now.
Bye.
You all, you give me life. Okay. It looks like we have one more person before this live ends. You all, thank you for being here. We're going to take one more person before we bring this thing to an end. Okay. I'm going to hit this bowl, bring her on in. All right, Melissa, welcome to the room.
Hello.
For you today,
I need to know, this has been bothering me. I don't know why I haven't asked before. What is going on with me and Jeremy?
I just heard conflict, spite, discourse.
Hold on.
Unable to agree. Okay. I just heard, I want you to do this, you want to do that. And then somebody's like, no, I'm not doing that. Then I'm like, I love you, but I can't. I love you, but I won't. Well, you're going to sacrifice everything for this. How can we make this work? How can everybody get what they want here? Somebody is not budgeting. It's got to be like this. Okay, what am I looking at here? What's going on?
We've dated off and on for the last year, maybe year and a half. Amaya, shut the door, please.
These kids having a full-on argument, honey, and it's serious to them. Do you understand? Okay, so what am I looking at here? What's the conflict?
The conflict is he wants it his way and I want it my way.
I feel like everybody here is trying to secure some sort of safety, is what I feel like, some sort of protection. I've been there before. I've done that before. I already know how that's going to go. I'm not doing that again. It needs to be like this. I tried it that way before. I'm telling you that it's not going to work. I feel like there's a power dynamic, a power struggle here. Damn.
Yeah, it's
Let me ask you something. Don't say nothing. Let me ask you something. Is Jeremy younger than you?
Is he what?
Younger than you?
Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like there's something going on here with I've had more experience than you, trust me. And then there's someone else here who's like, let me lead. And somebody's like, not me. Not me. So I feel like you might, place the energy where it goes. I could be wrong, but normally that's only 2 times a year and I'm asleep both times, okay? Fuck with me. I feel like this person wants to be in a leadership role here, but because of their age, you won't allow that to happen. Maybe you've seen some things play out before, and so you're like, I'm not going to allow it to go this way because I know how that turns out. Because you are a little rigid in your release of control, which I completely understand because you've been independent and single for so long. Like, I'm not going to give it over to this person. That's the issue here. They want to lead, you will not allow that to happen. They want to even be able to make mistakes and be loved through them. You ain't got the time.
Right. Like, I would rather, it's like I would let him lead if I thought he was leading me in the right direction. But
Right.
I've seen the direction he's going in, and it's just,
Right. And that's the problem here. This person does not, because they are seeing somebody who has a lot more experience, this person is unable to make mistakes with you. Whereas maybe somebody younger with a little less experience, they have the opportunity to make mistakes and fumble and still show up masculine and like a man. But maybe with you, I cannot make a mistake and still be in my masculinity. That's the problem here. So, but I do feel like you hold back on this person because of age more than anything. And they know that. I also feel like Jeremy may often say to you, I'm not a child. I'm a grown ass man. And you have to be like, well, I know you're grown, but I'm grown too. It's I'm not sure that this is going to go anywhere because I don't see this stopping. You know what? I'm going to just be honest. I feel like, you're always going to be approached by younger men, but you meet an older man who can be like, sit down. And you be like, okay, daddy.
Yeah. Okay.
But they have to have something already in place to show you that they've been successful. They make good decisions. They know what they're going. Their intention is pure. Like, all of that shit needs to be in place before you just throw your hands up and let somebody. And so far, these people don't show up with that. Now, there is somebody coming, and when he comes, he's going to be older than you, and you're going to give him shit too. You're going to give him shit too until he shows you, oh, I'm not here to play with you. I said, have a seat. And you're going to be like, well, I heard you the first time, but the second time I felt it. I'm going to sit down there. That's
I can't wait. Oh, my goodness.
Very sexy kind of letting yourself go to this person because you haven't, I don't know if you've ever done it in the way
I've always been the.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. That's going to change with this person. But you're going to try him first. And that's also why you're going to stick with this person, because even after you try him and you pull it over and over again, he has the patience of Job. And he's going to look at you sideways. He's going to let that go. And then he's going to come back and say to you, when I said this and you responded like this, I didn't like that. And next time, this is what I expect. You're going to like that kind of masculinity because this person is not going to let down on you. They are not going to allow you to take them out of their role of leadership, period. And it's going to be very sexy. Very sexy. But that comes after time. Until then,
Yeah.
you're going to have this power struggle with these younger people. Great intimacy with the younger people, a lot of energy, but when it comes to giving over your, not giving over your power, but relaxing it so somebody else can carry and take control, and you just have to show up cute,
I just call it an exchange of power. That's just
Exactly. Then that happens down the road, but it happens with an older man, full beard on his face, gray, salt and pepper gray.
sounds good.
Yeah, congratulations on that. But sorry about the thing with Jeremy. Also, I feel like the fighting back and forth may cause for good intimate moments too.
Oh yeah, we haven't even been intimate in over 6 months. And
Okay.
so,
Yeah. Y'all in these, I can't with y'all. I can't. I'm gonna need to solidify me some Balinese booty before y'all be coming up in here with all of these sexual encounters and things, all of this power, and I can't. Okay. So thank you for allowing me. It was a gift and a blessing, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. We have somebody else waiting, but we have shut down readings. Jenny, what took you so long to come in here? I see you down there. But you came too late, girl. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You all, I'm so grateful for you. I was desperate to read for you all today too. I felt hyped. My meditation was good, and I feel like this is a beautiful, beautiful evening, a beautiful day. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to stop here and watch this video. Give me your time. I'm forever grateful for that. Jesus, Nick. For that, I'm offering you grace and space. I'm sending you love and light. I challenge you to drown in love and with forgiveness. Until we meet again.